now request our esteemed guest, Jang Man Loon, head of the Youth Development Program at GFC, along with Ankit and Shreyas, part of the GFC reserve team, to join the teams on the field. I now request everyone to stand up for the national anthem. Thank you, everyone. We'll now have the team handshake.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the grand finale coming up of the college section. Two incredible teams who will be duking it out. One of them is the St. Joseph's Autonomous University, and the other one is going to be Acharya Institute. And we have St. Joseph's Autonomous University in grey, wherein Acharya in orange, Acharya Institute in orange. Both the sides have so far dished out an impeccable display to reach the final of this prized tournament. As we keep on talking, these two sides are hopeful of delivering another important masterclass. A frame that will be cherished for the ages for both the captains. A tournament that will be cherished for the ages.
Thank you, officials, captains, Jan, Ankit, and Shreya.
We'll quickly read out the lineups for the teams. This is the grand finale of the ongoing Bengaluru leg of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. Here's the Acharya Institute on your left, wherein the Deccans on the right. Here's the starting 11 for Acharya Institute. Mohammad Sadeh, Ravinav, Alan, Jishnu, Anas, Nasheen, Mohammad, Akhil, Asheen, Mirshad, and Mohammad Fragas. Both the teams have displayed some top-notch football. And here's for St. Joseph's: Valerian, Ashish, Malvin, Emmanuel, Manish, Lopsang, Prashant, Alan, Bennett, Leonard, Adrian, Peter. And this game has so much to offer. Few last minute strategies being made. Acharya Institute, they want that prize, they want to lay hands on their prize trophy. At the same time, their counterparts, St. Joseph's Autonomous, it needed them some doing in the semi-final, but they were successful in doing it. It was a tiebreaker that helped them secure that all-important spot in the final. Manish, the hero of it, even though the penalty that was saved, that went inches wide. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared. This incredible encounter, the grand finale. And it is St. Joseph's who kickstart proceeding. And straight away a shooting opportunity fell in the way of St. Joseph's. However, the ball bobbled off a defender and has now fallen back for Acharya Jagadish and for Acharya Institute. A long ball sent curling in. The goalkeeper was in position to lay claim to it. So no troubles so far. There's 32 seconds in the clock. A nice jump, but a mistimed jump and doesn't get to the ball. Acharya Institute slowly trying to stitch those important passes forward. Another long ball being sent by St. Joseph's. This has been the kind of football that they've played so far. Excellent defending there from Acharya Institute on the far right. A quick short pass being exchanged in the center. Again, closed down before they could have taken out anything of this opportunity. And now Acharya Institute plays a lovely through ball. The goalkeeper's coming out of his line, and it would eventually go out for a goal kick. It had too much power onto the delivery. As we say this is an incredible final that is being brought to you live by the official YouTube channel of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Your one like will be providing a major catalyst to these young souls plying their trade to their respective universities. St. Joseph's Autonomous University, now that they are in the final, they are pulling as many strings as they can to get that all-important lead. However, so far, as things stand, both the sides are still to open the scoring. Both the sides pressing harder with every passing minute. The ball's fallen back to St. Joseph's now. Sends the ball swooping into the attacking unit, but the flag's gone up. A quick acknowledgement there. 2 minutes on the clock. We are now witnessing the grand finale of the Bengaluru leg between St. Joseph's and Acharya Institute. Both sides have braved insurmountable challenges. Both the sides have actually managed a bad pass, a bad effort there. Going for a goal kick, he ends up tipping away the ball to the striker. It's just that he was fortunate that there weren't many attackers from the St. Joseph's Autonomous University to take advantage of that, and by the time they arrived, the ball was regained by Acharya Institute. Another miscued clearance could have cost them. The danger is still not over. The ball's fallen back for St. Joseph's now. St. Joseph's keeps on pressing Acharya University, but Acharya Institute will have to slow down the tempo a bit if that helps them by any chance. The game's pretty fast for them at the moment, and they are committing errors that can actually provide a telling blow to their aspirations. Throw in favor of St. Joseph's. As far as things stand, both the sides locked at an impasse. We have just started. It's a free kick in favor of St. Joseph's, and it was from one such, like we have seen that it was from one such free kick in a previous final today. Where VVIM College or school got themselves an important lead. A fine free kick there, and an equally well saving effort there from the goalkeeper. Times his lead pretty perfectly and staves it away. Another free kick in favor, this time from the other side. Plays a short pass. The referee says it has to be a you need to wait because apparently the referee was giving out instructions for the players to go behind. Takes a curling ball, almost found that free header but couldn't utilize it properly. Heads it away for a goal kick in favor of Acharya Institute. So a brief moment to catch their breath and regroup. It's a long ball. Again, not well taken care of, but eventually, despite the ball being gifted to them in a platter, they end up conceding a throw, allowing St. Joseph University to go forward. Sends a long ball, once again headed down by by Acharya University, by Acharya Institute. And this is for the first time Acharya Institute probably was expecting to go forward. A card can be coming up. No, it isn't. Very early in the game, so the referee would probably be warning him. So he was clearly on move and he was almost bogged down by his jersey. These fouls are very tricky. It's also a very difficult call for the referee as well. A long free kick comes in, a header straight into the arms of Manish, who did a pretty decent job yesterday in the semi-final. A quick short pass between Acharya Institute now. He finds some space, takes that player is most likely offside, and as expected the flag goes up. Smile on his face, knowing that he's committed the crime of offside, so that won't be a goal. 6 minutes on the clock so far. Both the sides are still to pen a categorical infringement. Right now what they have done is more or less decent box-to-box action, but until you find that penetration, until you find that incision on your moves forward, you won't be getting what you would expect. This is a glorious opportunity and a brilliant finish. You won't see a much better finish than that. We can see the players cheering for themselves. A shot on the turn, and St. Joseph's have found themselves ahead. It was the goal scorer of yesterday who scored from the spot. Look at the center, perfectly weighted, and look at the turn. You will definitely not see a better goal than that. One of the goals, a contender for one of the goals of the tournament. Adrian Peter finds the back of the net in favor of St. Joseph's Autonomous University. 7 minutes on the clock, and we have already seen the first goal of the day. Absolutely brilliant finish. It's not easy to hit on the turn because most of the times you end up over connecting with the ball. But that was a delivery to cherish as well. A gilt-edged delivery and an equally impeccable finish. A finish that Adrian Peter is going to be very, very proud of. St. Joseph's sends the numbers forward. It eventually ends up in a throw. As things stand now, St. Joseph's Autonomous University took the early lead through Adrian Peters. And now, Acharya Institute will have to find a way to restore parity. But at the moment, as things stand, as the narrative goes, the men in orange have somehow been confined to their own half and they are still to break free. 8 minutes already, and the first goal has come. A quick throw taken in. Acharya Institute chasing the ball, but St. Joseph has things under control once again. Regains possession from Acharya Institute and they're going to get a throw in for themselves as well. No, so the throw in's gone down the other way. Not a very happy player from St. Joseph's at the moment. A nice feint there, allowing St. Joseph's to once again chase the ball, but a decent piece of defensive work. They'll give some time to Acharya Institute to rally back and send the effort curling in. And the long ball, there's an attacker pressing it, but the ball's gone straight into the arms of Manish. Gets the ball on the far left now. Brilliantly done. Plays the ball in the middle. The ball still remains with St. Joseph's, but it has been waylaid. Very nicely intercepted by Acharya Institute. There's a player trying to dart forward, but it won't give him much. The goalkeeper, very confident of his ability, received it on his chest and then lay claim to it. St. Joseph's once again. St. Joseph's Autonomous University has seemed very confident so far. They've got the opener that came through an exquisite piece of finish, riding high on a turn and flicking it in the back of the net. The goalkeeper kind of gave up, thinking that the ball's going to roll out. The defender didn't close him down, and they had to pay a very hefty price. Takes a long ball there, but that won't be brewing trouble at the moment for Acharya Institute. They are a goal down, and they keep on pushing as hard as they can. They know they have the urgency in themselves. They'll have to utilize that. They'll have to probably put in a few more players up front once again. Any which ways he was offside. Timing of the run is very, very important when it comes to evading that offside trap. But so far, Acharya Institute, the players seem a bit exhausted from the very beginning. The referee blows the whistle. St. Joseph's thought that it was their opportunity to break free, but in the process, they ended up fouling their opposition. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Acharya University. The referee asking the other player to move backward so that the free kick can be taken without much problems. Sends a long ball and eventually goes out for another throw in favor of Acharya Institute. Acharya Institute is slowly growing in the game, very slowly to be honest, but they are, and that is what matters. The growth continues. A foul throw was done, and hence St. Joseph's are going to retake the throw. Pass back, quickly turns it inside. Brilliant ball control, to be honest. These are very small moments, small fragments of the game that one needs to pay heed to, and if you can, these small fragments can eventually turn out into an ocean of good. Once again, the ball went back in Manish's way. That won't be making Acharya Institute pretty happy about the same. They're taking their time. They have the lead in their favor, so they don't have anything to worry about it, because if things go like this, they will be the deserved winners. And a header this time. Somehow after the goal, if you would have actually taken a look at the game, St. Joseph's Autonomous University has switched off a bit. Acharya Institute, they've actually managed to put pressure. This is a golden opportunity. Brilliant tackle there. Sliding tackle. They're appealing for a penalty. This was another great move from Acharya Institute, but a fine sliding tackle denies. Look at this pass, as perfect as a pass can get, and it was evident he was going to go for a shot because he's already taken half the turn. So taking half the turn and still going for a feint, that's almost physically impossible. So once again, as things stand, we are almost on the brink of hitting the 15-minute mark. It was in the 7th minute where St. Joseph's Autonomous University took a lead through an exquisite finish, through an impeccable turn. And ever since then, it has been a tight contest. Acharya Institute are also hell-bent on getting that equalizer. They are one team who can change the game at any point in time. So until and unless the difference is significant, expecting to win this, expecting a victory in this contest isn't a good idea. And I guess out of all, St. Joseph should be knowing that what this one goal lead means. It means that you'll always have to be on your toes, not even a moment of a second of concentration lapse should be there, because if it does happen, what happened to them yesterday were that they were trailing almost till the end, but it was a spot kick that was awarded to them with just 1 or 2 minutes remaining on the clock, and Adrian Peters did a phenomenal job of restoring parity and eventually went into the tiebreaker, took his team to the tiebreaker, but then went out to miss out there as well. Went out to miss out there, but they were in the finals given the excellent show from their goalkeeper and a tinge of fortune. Another effort there. He spilled it out. The attacker has snatched the ball back, but somehow the defenders take care of the position. So at the end of the day, another long range effort, but will go straight to the goalkeeper. The attackers from St. Joseph's, every single opportunity that they are able to smell, they are putting those numbers up front. They are famished for that second goal. They know that it is very, very important that they secure an imperative lead so that they can breathe for a while. A free kick in favor of Acharya Institute. A curling free kick taken. Manish had to backpedal a bit, but at the end of the day, does end up catching the ball. Quick little run there. Somehow the defense switched off a bit for St. Joseph's. Allowed that run from Acharya Institute. They were on the hunt for a finish, but again the defense coming alive in that last minute, trading it out for a throw. For now, we'll have to keep Acharya Institute at bay. And this time an attack from the left. St. Joseph's, can they send that pass? They're unable to do so, so it's going to be a goal kick. A long ball being sent downtown. Despite the goal being an act of art, post that goal, both the sides have somehow switched off a bit. This time Acharya Institute not able to keep the ball in their control despite the dives and tumbles and falls. And a nice little ball this time. Once again St. Joseph's player charging down that right wing, sends in the cross and couldn't connect. This was a golden opportunity. Another shot this time, but before he could take the shot, the whistle had already blown. The referee saying once the whistle has been blown, please do not attempt the shot. A long goal kick taken away by Acharya Institute. They've kept the ball under their possession. They thought it was advantage being played, but somehow the advantage has been snatched back by St. Joseph's Autonomous College University. And at the end of the day, the pass doesn't find its required destination, going out of play. A long throw taken away. Goalkeeper Manish this time coming out of his line to clear any possible menace on the horizon, and does good and does decent enough. Got an opportunity. It's still unclear that whom did he send the ball to, because there wasn't any player taking that run either. So it was jersey number 4 from Acharya Institute who laid claim to the ball. "20 minutes of the first half has already elapsed, and we still have that solitary goal from Adrian Peters, a brilliant finish that has separated these two teams in the grand finale. And he rolls the ball, and St. Joseph's kickstarts proceedings this time. A few quick exchanges in the midfield, nothing so exciting, nothing so interesting at the moment. But again, this is football and you would never know. You probably close eyes for a minute, for a few seconds, and you would see some team has gone forward. If you remember all the contests like that has been played over the years in the antiquity of the sport, we have seen the game changing in a matter of seconds, and the world has absolutely loved it. Now passes on the far left. As we mentioned, that somehow or the other after the goal, St. Joseph's Autonomous University has kind of switched off. At the moment, it's all Acharya University doing the talking. Another lovely ball for St. Joseph's. The goalkeeper comes out of his line and eventually blocks it off. So no chance created. 22 minutes gone. The scorecard still remains 1-0 in favor of St. Joseph's University. A long range effort. It's going to be a goal kick. A bit of a tussle in the midfield. That won't produce or yield anything positive from that move. And now sends a scarring ball up front, but he won't be able to reach it. So a sigh of reprieve for St. Joseph's Autonomous College or Autonomous University. Quick pass being staged. St. Joseph's once again desperate to try and forge a few attacks that they did in the first 10 minutes. They got that all-important goal. But ever since then, it has been more or less Acharya Institute who's done a very decent job. A quick throw taken away. St. Joseph's, a nice back flick. Could he keep the ball under control? He did actually. Now heads it will be cut short. Again, St. Joseph's. They kept the ball. No, they haven't. So it's gonna be Acharya Institute with the ball. And now they are pouring the numbers up front. A few quick exchange of passes now. But nothing so concrete until that, except that goal that came from Adrian Peter. Another long ball, but Manish is off his line already. So no matter how much pressure the opposition defender gives on him, he's going to reach the ball way faster than the latter does. It's kind of a ping pong at the moment. The ball's going from one box to the other without much intent, without much desire. Another lovely long ball, but the referee has waved the offside flag. The linesman, sorry. Maybe a long free kick. Takes it, sends it into the box. Goalkeeper comes off his line and makes an urgent save. And now, this is another great opportunity. Slight injury on his ankle, not exactly his ankle. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Acharya Institute. As we await, the referee is having a quick word there. We're not really sure what exactly is unfolding. We'll keep you posted. So it's a drinks break happening. The players seem tired. A short drinks break will help them to keep motivated. It's not easy to carry on under such heat. There's been some drizzle as well, despite the temperature of Bengaluru always being a very pleasant and a benign one. Yet, the ones who are playing on the field, it's definitely everything but easy for them. The coach explaining what are the probable mistakes that probably they could have done. There isn't much, to be honest, except that goal. And honestly speaking, the goal didn't have much that the players could have done. But yes, the defender could have crowded the striker. They didn't disrupt the striker at all. They didn't disrupt Adrian Peter. Adrian almost had a free shot. Definitely all credits to Adrian for executing such a high voltage finish. And that too so exquisitely, so exotically. But you need to understand that it's not easy. And as we talk about this, let me again give you a reminder. It's Reliance Foundation Youth Sports who are conducting this incredible tournament. And if you do like them, please do not hesitate to hit the like, share and subscribe button. A quick word between the referee and the player. We still have 15 minutes to go for the first half. It's almost about to be a half an hour mark, and as the score stands, St. Joseph's University, St. Joseph's Autonomous University 1, wherein Acharya Institute from Bengaluru 0. Deccan FC ground in Bengaluru playing host to an incredible encounter between these two finalists. And now St. Joseph's on the move. Spots the run, but then at the end of the day it was cut short by a timely interception from the opposition. It's drizzling a bit. Bengaluru is known for its rains, of course, and this year has so far been the wettest year for them. And as we keep on talking, these two teams not really caring about, insouciant about the rain, the sun, a thunderstorm, or whatever it can be. For them, everything that matters is football, everything that matters is winning the tournament. This is how incredibly courageous they are. This is how incredibly hungry they are. These are the building blocks of these youngsters' career. A few would probably resort to football, a few would switch away from it. But no matter which walk of life you're taking, at the end of the day, all the lessons learned here would remain. And as we speak, Acharya Institute has a free kick going their way. Sends a towering free kick, but eventually it was ballooned over and went beyond the woodwork. So no trouble again for St. Joseph's University. It's a goal kick in favor of St. Joseph's University. Goes for a long one. Sends it downtown, well taken care of by Acharya Institute. Even though it's Acharya Institute who's shown pretty much shape in the contest, but that one chance that fell after the end of relentless salvo from St. Joseph's University has got them that all-important goal. We have crossed the half-hour mark, and now both the sides, they want to put up a show. It's a long throw for St. Joseph's. Sends a long ball and the goalkeeper collects it. Yeah, the referee blowing his whistle. Not happy in the way how things are proceeding. So blows his whistle and asks the players, make some way. A first booking coming out. Again, an unexpected sign. But at the end of the day, this will probably want the player to go a bit slower than usual. A throw-in in favor of St. Joseph's University. The captain coming out for a throw. Tries to attempt a dodge down on the far left, but it didn't have much in it, so the ball came to a halt. A long throw is being prepared to be launched. The launch comes in. A golden opportunity there to double their lead, but it fizzles out. Excellent defending there from Acharya Institute. And the kind of defending that they have done is one of the reasons why the scoreline still seems 1-0. Otherwise, despite the absence of precision and incision up front, St. Joseph's could have easily hammered at least 4 to 5 goals. Now Acharya Institute plays a short little pass, connects it well, sends that long ball down the right. They have a player, they were hoping for the shot, but an excellent block from St. Joseph's University will now allow them to break free. Sends a long ball up front, but at the end of the day, it's most likely a free kick in favor of St. Joseph's Autonomous School. Here comes a long cross. Floated in the mixture. The goalkeeper was on his mark there and makes an easy take in the end. So no troubles. As we go, there's a corner, or there's a throw in most likely. So yes, it's a throw in for Acharya University. Acharya University has shown some resolute courage ever since they have started trailing. It speaks volumes about the intent that they are bringing to the game. So a throw in. A long throw coming in for Acharya Institute. Number 15 of Acharya Institute takes that throw. And a bit of a chaos there. Slamming into each other. Couldn't keep it in touch. A quick short pass being played. A few lateral passes now being played. Slowly dragging the game a bit wider than one would have liked. The goalkeeper once again coming out of the line, lays claim to the ball, so no troubles. Manish standing tall. A free kick in favor of St. Joseph's Autonomous University. Sends a long free kick. The goalkeeper charges down up his line and has completely missed the line of the ball. This could have been a catastrophe. He had no idea where the ball was about to bounce, and by the time he did know, he found a player in front of himself. Goal kick taken, but it won't be doing much good. So far, ever since that first goal was scored, it has been an uneventful first half. Despite all the efforts made to break free on the top, the goals have refused to come for both sides. A brilliant jump there from Acharya Institute. A quick push in an attempt to get the ball. They have got the ball, but eventually they couldn't keep it in control. A quick pass being played. It's going to be a long-range throw. St. Joseph sends the ball curling in that opposition half. Not too much avail, not too much joy. Oh, an acrobatic effort has set them on their path for what could have been a fine counter, but the ball had too much in it. Looking for a few options hither and yon. Manish sends it downtown. But the ball's fallen back for Acharya University. Despite trailing in the contest, Acharya University has shown very tough character to stay in the fight, keep themselves afloat. In the earlier minutes, it was all St. Joseph's. This time the goalkeeper comes out and keeps things under control. No problems there. And Manish cool and calmly collects the ball. No troubles. as things stand, as we enter into the final 6 minutes of the first half. St. Joseph's University is leading by a goal. Sends a lateral throw. There's a player stationed on the far right. Plays it back to the central channel, and most likely it's going to be shuffled down to that left wing. It has been. Takes his time, draws it back. Once again, overcrowded. Taken back. Another opportunity, but then cut short by Acharya Institute, but the ball's fallen back for St. Joseph's Autonomous University. It was a bit of a high boot, but the referee says game on. It was a running ball, so both of them are going to go for it. And yes, the free kick has been awarded, of course. He was turning, so it was kind of a ninja spin that he was doing. A decent thing to witness when it comes to football. Clap of hands there. A probable acknowledgement to his teammates. Going to be a free kick. The referee laying down the instructions for the defenders to step back and allow him the bare minimum space that's needed to impart the flight to the delivery. Takes a picture perfect one, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Such impeccable positioning sense. It was bad luck in case of the first goal. There was nothing much that he could have done, but ever since then, he seemed rock solid. And Acharya Institute on the rise. But again, the ball had the perfect weight on it for sure, but it didn't have the perfect destination being carved. A slip there from the captain of St. Joseph's Autonomous University. Doesn't end decent enough as the ball fell back for Acharya Institute, who clears their lines for a throw-in. And Acharya Institute have got the ball back again. Once again, trying to push as much as they can up front. A free kick has been awarded against them. Final 4 minutes of the first half. A long throw quickly taken. Sends a split pass there. Brilliant through ball. Now St. Joseph's University once again trying to find their man up front. Ever since that goal, they have lacked the precision and incision in the penetrative zone. They have very much relied on their opposition to hand them over the ball, and somehow or the other, it feels as if Acharya Institute is duly obliged. Once again, a nice ball, but cut short by St. Joseph's. So no trouble so far. The scorecard still remains 1-0. In favor of Acharya University. In favor of St. Joseph's. Long throw taken. A bit of a hasty clearance. Oh, he completely misjudges the flight. And before he could send in that cross, he slipped over. It's drizzling. The sun's come out now. But when it starts to drizzle, it's very difficult to control your footing. It's now dry. Well, actually, it's not dry. The drizzle still continues despite the fact the sun has come out. The drizzle continues to happen. So that is exactly what is making it so difficult for the players to keep their footing. You'll have to release the ball, of course. You won't be getting it much longer to hold on to. We are already in the final minute of the contest. There hasn't been much stoppages, so I don't think there will be an additional minute added on. Both the sides have played in a pretty intact manner, keeping things more in the game. Sends in a cross there. Well defended by Acharya Institute. Goes for a shot, but it won't bother the goalkeeper. As straight as it was, he was going into the arms of him. Final 10 seconds of the first half. A bit of a hasty clearance, not something. So 1 minute of additional time has been awarded. It's due to the bare minimum stops that we have had. Well, despite the player slipping away with the push, the opposition couldn't capitalize the ball. Good block there, actually very good block. And they've got the ball back in their favor. Well done, very well done, St. Joseph's. It's number 7 of St. Joseph's. Pulls up a fabulous block, a body block rather, throws his body in the line, keeps the defender at the other end, busy on his toe. Just for the long ball there, the goalkeeper backpedaling, and it goes into the back of the net. It eventually has. St. Joseph's has taken a 2-0 lead, just when they didn't want the lead to happen. Look at the celebrations, zany celebrations from the St. Joseph's kid. Look at the fans there, standing up on the railing, celebrating every bit of this goal. The goal was a bit hasty, the goal was a bit chaotic, but the ball has went into the back of the net and the goal will count. Look at this. The goalkeeper was beaten, and the second effort that he gave of palming it away was probably just he simply careless the ball, and that's also the end of the first half. St. Joseph's Autonomous University has gone into the first half leading 2-0, wherein Acharya Institute will have a lot of ground to catch on to. Please do not go anywhere. We'll be catching with you shortly for the presentation ceremony of the girls' finals. Stay hooked, stay connected.
ഇനി തീരാനുള്ളതില്
So it was. There's two scorers of St. Joseph Autonomous College, Valerian and Adrian Peter. It's only bringing you the awards from the girls section.
That was a great game and congratulations to both teams for entertaining. Let's give both teams a big hand. And now invite our dignitaries to the presentation ceremony. Once again, Ram Mandu, Head of the Youth Development Program at DFC, along with Ankit and Shreya as part of the DFC Reserve Team. Let's give them a big hand.
Here are the award show for the girls, and we'll quickly let you know.
RFYS would like to thank the All India Football Federation, Karnataka State Football Association,
First award we have is the player of the match for the final,
for encouraging them to come out
and it
and
is
participate in this tournament. The player of the match for today's game is Tanvi Shashikant of Green.
player of the match for the final goes to
Please cheer for her.
Tanvi Shashikant from Greenwood High International School. Brilliant game. He deserves all the plaudits. Incredible action. Well done, kid.
Thank you.
Couple of brilliant goals. Running all the way from the defense.
Honoring our top individual
And now the Golden Glove Award for the girls. And it goes to
The winner is Aruni Singh of Greenwood High International School.
Goes to Aruni Singh.
Clean sheets. Well done.
Brilliant goalkeeping throughout the tournament. Didn't have much to do in the final. And quite deservedly was given the goalkeeping, the Golden Gloves. And now, with a tally of 5 goals, comes the prestigious award of the Golden Boot. And it goes to none other than Simran Bhargava from Greenwood High. Well done, Simran. Incredible display of courage, incredible display of spirit, a frame and an award to be cherished for life. And now the golden ball for the player of the tournament, rather, who's been given the golden ball award, and it goes to none other than Ananya Susan Thomas from Greenwood High International School, completing a clean sweep of awards for them. Another frame, another such a beautiful frame, legend in the same. Look at the smiles, look at the crucial words. These would be valuable words of wisdom that they would be taking forward with them. And now we will be handing over the silver medal to the Parikrama Center for Learning for the incredible display. With a heartbreak in the finals for sure, but they were the runners-up for the school girls tournament. It's indeed a treat to watch. All these wonderful girls, absolutely fearless souls, free spirits, putting in the best of efforts. Look at the smiles, it speaks a lot. It's a moment of a lifetime for them. And here's the cash prize for the runners-up. 10,000 INR given away by Reliance Foundation Youth Sports to the Parikrama Center for Learning, Bengaluru runners-up in the girls category.
They played well, they played in fast. Let's celebrate the team of Bengaluru, requesting the champion team.
And we will now be calling over the champions. The Greenwood High International School. A big round of ovation for the Queens of Bengaluru, the champions, crowned emphatically. What a phenomenal display in the grand finale, securing a 6-0 win over their counterparts, dominating, dictating, literally toying with their opposition, as good as it gets.
May I request the captain Deepika along with the team coaches to collect the coveted silverware.
And here we have the winner's trophy and a check of 25,000. Once again, the Queens of Bengaluru, Greenwood High International School, crowned as the champions. Incredible display. A big round of ovation for these young kids, the future of Indian football. Please do not go anywhere. We will soon be returning with the second half
It's now time to celebrate
of
the
the university
champions
finale
of the Bengaluru
that's
City
currently
Championship.
ongoing
Big
between
congratulations to Greenwood High
between St.
International
Joseph
School.
Autonomous
Let's
University
toast to them.
and Acharya Institute, wherein St. Joseph's has already secured a 2-0 lead and they are hopeful of putting forward to another.
Thank you, Liam, Ankit, and Shreyas once again.
মাটিকটা মাটিকটাเป็นไง
Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final half. And once again, it's St. Joseph's Autonomous University who's kickstarted proceedings. Final 45 minutes of the day. It has been an eventful day for Bengaluru. We have seen all the finals taking place, and one game after the other has been one impeccable masterclass after the other. So, as we now wait for the results of the college boys of the college finals to take place, let us just update you if you have just joined in. Currently, the second half has just begun. Decent save there, conjured by Acharya Institute goalkeeper. Is a nice little force created. They were hoping to get a few goals for their name, but they won't be successful now. So yeah, as we were saying, St. Joseph's Autonomous University is leading the contest by 2 goals to nil. A brilliant opener from Adrian Peters with an exquisite turn gave them the lead around the 10th minute mark. And just before the final whistle of the halftime blew, a howler from the goalkeeper of Acharya Institute cost them dearly as they got that second goal of the night. And they still keep on going, they still keep on driving forward, trying to map a few possible players up front so that the attacks can be stitched together and further pressure can be piled upon. A long ball being sent, Manish came out of his line and at the end pouches it easily. So no troubles. His team is leading, he'll try and steal a few crucial seconds. Tries to keep the ball down, but not successful enough. But then once again, St. Joseph has found an infraction, a slight infraction up front. But while they were trying to push a bit harder, there was a foul that happened. So once again, this time, Acharya Institute hoping for a quick ball, but it doesn't really work in their favor. The referee says, "Get back up on your feet," because this is completely, and he didn't want to take any chance with it. There wasn't much pressure on him either. Actually, there was no player, but then so far as the contest has progressed, let us just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is brought to you live by the official YouTube channel of Reliance Youth Sports Foundation. And if you like your kids, your brothers, sisters, whoever's playing out there, if you want them to reach the further crowd, please do not hesitate in sharing this video and sharing this channel. Also do subscribe because we're going to keep on bringing on these fresh sporting events wherein the Indian youngsters ply their trade for you. So as we keep on saying this, a brilliant effort once again there from St. Joseph Autonomous, but didn't have much power in it as was expected to be. Now, yeah, so this would be brought live to you by the official YouTube channel of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. So please do not forget to hit the share button if you want these games to reach further. At the same time, hit the like button if you like these young kids plying their trade for their respective schools, colleges, and universities. And also, please do not hesitate in hitting the subscribe button because that's how we are going to reach to you with priority that this is our latest video. So yes, please do that. And at the moment, as we continue, a goal kick taken, and it's quite a momentous goal kick to be honest, and it eventually fizzles away for a corner. Now quickly, Acharya Institute is on the move again. It's fallen back to the goalkeeper, so no dangers right now. St. Joseph's Autonomous University keeping things well and under control. See, at the moment, as far as things stand, St. Joseph's Autonomous University currently has the lead, so the urgency has to come from Acharya Institute. But the way they have played, it hasn't been extraordinary enough. And St. Joseph's deservedly has secured that 2-goal lead. As the two teams continue to pour out their very best in such a high octane encounter. Right now, it's St. Joseph's Autonomous University who has the lead and who are still daring to surge ahead in pursuit of that all-important third goal. But as things stand, quick pass being played back. This time another long effort there. Miscued clearance, but by the time he saw the ball, eventually there was no chances of any recovery because he slipped. He was not expecting the ball to fall his way anyhow. But again, as I said, miscued clearance, kind of botched up defensive move. It has so far been a poor defensive show in terms of clearances, in terms of clearing the lines from Acharya Institute, that has actually allowed St. Joseph to repeatedly knock on the door. They've got their rewards as well. They are looking for more. And they are hoping for a quick shot. They'll go for it. A brilliant block at the end of the day would thwart another glorious effort. Good intensity football from both sides. They want to keep things under control. They want to take some important time off the 7 minutes in the first half. And again, let's repeat, as things stand, well, he did try to stretch his leg back and get the ball, but it wasn't possible, so he had to move anyway because the pass wasn't really a great one. And right now, it's St. Joseph's Autonomous University who's regained possession, but an attempt at a splitting through ball ended up being shown the exit. So a throw in favor of St. Joseph's. St. Joseph stitches together one or two passes. They've got 2 important goals in their favor, and it's a massive lead for themselves. Right now, Acharya University is completely subdued. They'll have to come out of the shackles. They'll have to shake off the early jitters if they want to produce anything categorical from this contest. At the moment, it doesn't seem like that they will find out a way. Sends a long ball there. St. Joseph's again on the move. The defenders of Acharya University trying to crowd them over. A brilliant chip. The goalkeeper once again coming out of the line. This time no fuss made. Ball's fallen back. Sends in a scarring cross. There's a player, but the offside flag has gone up. So no matter, even if he puts it in the back of the net, it won't count. And a change happening there. Number 9 coming out for Acharya Institute. But number 7 is making way for it. They'll need a lot more firepower to cut down the arrears. There's a lot of time left, so they will have to focus on that. They'll need someone. So they will need somebody in the midfield who can hold the ball and probably help them create those chances. Right now, what Acharya Institute is doing is that they are being very scrappy. They are messing around at the moment. They are making things a bit too haywire. They do not have much categorical move. And while I was saying this, a golden opportunity was created at the other end. St. Joseph's almost had their goal number 3, but eventually these balls are not easy to connect. It was lobbed from that right wing. It had to be kept down, but it couldn't be, because again the connection, the point of connection is very crucial when you are getting these kind of balls from the far right. If you're unable to get the connection correct, then eventually you end up lofting the ball to an awkward height that you don't want. There is again another move being attempted from the right by Acharya Institute, and so far they haven't found much success. In fact, they haven't found any success at all. They have lacked the incision. They haven't tested the St. Joseph's goalkeeper at all. Whatever balls that St. Joseph's goalkeeper have received has been back passes from their own players. So this kind of again underlies, and a brilliant run. Can they get that all important goal? They cannot. The intent was correct. The idea was all set. The idea was all right. But a brilliant piece of defensive work there, most likely. Yes, excellent defense from number 14. Kept a tab on the ball, scar of the ball, marauding forward, pokes a leg, and sends it away for a corner. It's going to be a corner in favor of St. Joseph's. Can they compound their lead any further? The goalkeeper once again made a hash of affairs, but fortunate enough, the referee doesn't want to pay heed to all the appeals at the moment, asks them to move forward and continue playing. We are all aware of that these kind of tantrums, they're pretty prevalent when you're playing football at such high level. Appeals after appeals, and it's very, very, like it also has a psychological side to it. When you start pressing high on your opposition, you start with these appeals, even if there's nothing, it kind of rattles them up mentally for a while. Now it muddles themselves up, and before they can call anything, or before they can react to it, something goes at the back of their head. So it's also, like we said, probably it doesn't look that harmful either. But a brilliant run down that right, but eventually that attempted cross wasn't a decent one. Another miscue clearance, an effort from the range was totally down the drain. Didn't have any power in shooting that. It ended up eventually as a lob. That made no sense. So once again, not much there. Another long ball there. This time the defender was well set and heads it. Even though it hasn't been headed clear, the ball's fallen back for St. Joseph's, but it won't get them anything. And now Acharya Institute once again hoping. See, look at them. They are clueless about whether they have the ball or not. And this kind of uncertainty won't get them anywhere. They are a couple of goals down. They need to show that urgency. They have to inject the vim and vigor. But they are not doing anything at the moment. All they are doing is defending and just hoping that they'll be sending a long ball up front which their attackers would latch onto and finish. But that long ball has to be precise. It hasn't been precise at all. They've lacked precision, not just up front. They have lacked penetration as well. They haven't got much forward either. In the second half, they have completely haven't gone up front at all. The entire action from them has been restricted to the midfield zone. Once again, they are trying to map their players. They are not sure whether they are, and as far as things stand, it feels as if Acharya Institute, they're trying to thrive on like on spasmodic opportunities instead of delivering on a much regular basis. They haven't been consistent, sadly. Here is the prize for the winners. After 3 days of excruciating football, these two teams, probably tested in all possible circumstances, eventually becoming the gilt-edged crucibles that Bengaluru football, that Indian football would be hoping to accommodate in the near future. We are finally here in the grand finale. What a final we are having right now with St. Joseph's Autonomous University, who is totally dictating the narrative. Well, I still didn't understand why did it drop a little. A long ranger takes in, but it flies away.
Pilato.
Even though it wasn't far away, it was just whiskers away. Again, an effort continuously being made. The game's getting a bit scrappier now. Once again, we have Acharya Institute in control. But before they could have done any damage or inflicted any serious damage, the ball's gone back in favor. Ball's gone back to Manish once again. As I said, he hasn't been tested at all so far. The second half, it has clearly, like even in the first half, there were at least a few intermittent bursts of brilliance. And suddenly, again, a miscued clearance there from St. Joseph's has allowed Acharya Institute to go the farthest this time in the second half. But eventually, the result wasn't decent enough. Going to be a throw-in favor of Acharya Institute. Can they make something from it? Again, a very feeble attempt, a very watery attempt to be honest. Didn't have any precision on it, didn't have any direction. It's like I said that we are right now surviving barely on the scraps. Brilliant piece of defensive work. Rattling into the defense to the attacking unit. Well done, St. Joseph's Autonomous College. Not giving an absolute inch, if I may put it in references of a pop culture. There's just one statement. Before the goalkeeper reaches it, currently the St. Joseph's Autonomous University defense is telling Acharya Institute in the most loudest of baritones, you shall not pass. We have tried every possible avenues of attack and somehow it has been blunted by a resolute defense of St. Joseph's Autonomous University. A decent defensive show there now from Acharya Institute, but it won't go further because, well, it has. Apparently until now, the ball was only falling for St. Joseph's, and now Acharya University are slightly starting to make a few moves, but with that much power, they will never be going forward. A goal kick in favor of Acharya University. If we have the attacking index in between, ISL started with the attacking index. If we had the attacking index, this game, not even a single quarter has been won by Acharya Institute. It was a push, it was a needless push to be honest, but then again, I would rather say the St. Joseph's attacker made a meal out of it. So it's a free kick opportunity. Quite from the distance, I don't think he'll have that range to poke it straight into the goal, to spear it into the goal from that range, but at least he can float it in the center. A long range effort, woo! Grazing the woodwork, probably after a long time. The game was slowly getting a bit listless. The resultant effort flies away. as close as it gets. Look at the smiles say it all. That was a thunderous effort, a thunder strike to be honest. Look at this. This was the resultant effort. This wasn't anywhere near target, but the last one, grazing the woodwork, splattered onto it, left it shaken. Back to St. Joseph's Autonomous University. A quick exchange of passes, and eventually the final pass lacked a bit of weight on it. Once again, straight into the arms of Manish. Not even challenged for a single time, didn't have to make a single save. He's so far been the most comfortable in the final. Goalkeeper coming off his line and will clear. These kind of runs, like probably it would look very harmless, but as I was explaining a few moments back, these kind of runs are very crucial to the psychological aspect of the game. And a nice little ball there, but Manish coming out, spilling out the ball, but then the defender takes care of it. Very good communication between the goalkeeper and the defender, and well defended by St. Joseph's Autonomous College. An excellent run that could have spelt danger was taken care of, and now the referee says, get up and let's get going. Well, I believe a player has been injured, so some attention being given. The referee explaining his decision that why this is not a foul. The doctor's in the middle. The doctor's again done a phenomenal job. Throughout the day, this is the 5th game ongoing, and any kind of injury, any kind of medical assistance that has been required, the doctor has been always available. Just a few seconds back, this is the injury though. Look at this, this is the injury. There were 2 players clattering into him, but eventually what was the problem was that they were both going for the ball. So he's not going to get it easy. He was too late to react, and that cost him the opportunity. So just as I was saying a few moments back, we saw a thunderous strike from range that out of nowhere felt like a bolt from the blue and rattled the woodwork and came off. So we're almost on the brink on the 70-minute mark. We still have 20 odd minutes to go. So far, St. Joseph's has scored 2 important goals, and they keep on pressing, they keep on dictating the narratives, even though the last 5 minutes has somehow seen Acharya Institute making a few noises, but just making noises won't really help. You have to cannon your way through the opposition half. You have to be precise, you need to take those shots, you need to attempt those long ranges, test the goalkeeper. There hasn't been forget one shot on target. This is another golden opportunity at the other end. This could have been number 3, but slightly overpowers his shot as the ball flies over the woodwork. So no goal at the moment there. The game's restarted, but the referee stopped it. I guess it was restarted from a wrong position. So here comes the ball. It's going to be a goal kick. Terrific display from both the sides as they continue delivering in the finest possible colors. Look at them, keeping things at bay. A bit of a struggle there. For the first time, the goalkeeper was actually challenged. Manish was actually challenged by but even though it was a foul, so at the end of the day, it wouldn't have counted. But at least the goalkeeper was challenged. Like I said, that Acharya University is making the noises in the last 10 minutes at least. But as they are down by 2-0, you'll have to make a lot more than noises. This is a fine opportunity. Can they get that a brilliant pass? But once again, the pass doesn't find its man as St. Joseph's University cut it down, and now they start with an attack for their own. A quick counter attack, quick receive, turn, but again, not really the way they would have expected. The goalkeeper comes out of his line and lays claim to it. A long ball being poured forward. The defensive clearance was absolutely jumbled, but at the end of the day, the chip that was tried by St. Joseph's, or rather by Acharya University Institute, It was a bit too wild. So Manish slightly starting to feel the heat as Acharya University has started banging on the door a bit too harder. Right now, I won't say the narrative has changed. I won't say the pendulum has swung the other side. But what has happened is that a decent piece of goalkeeping before we go further. Charges out of his line and clears any kind of possible danger to a considerable distance. A quick throw and taken, Acharya University staving it away. So yeah, as I say that I won't say that the narrative has totally changed and Acharya Institute is dictating the proceedings. But what they have done at the moment is the entire confinement, the entire stranglehold that they found themselves in the second half, they are starting to break free. Now, again, scoring a goal needs a lot more than just breaking free. Scoring a goal needs a lot more precision. Scoring a goal needs a lot more of their focus. They'll need to be courageous to get that goal. That they haven't shown yet. So they are still a million light years away from the goal, unless a momentary madness allows them to score. But at least with them shaking off the early jitters, we can expect a decent contest where both the sides would be hell bent on attacking in the final 19 minutes of the regulation time. A quick explanation happening. A water break has been given. Some strict instructions been screamed at amongst the players. St. Joseph seems a lot more relaxed. They know that they have their job done. They don't have much to worry about. A few quick instructions being given on the water break. He's not happy. They are trailing by a couple of goals. Well, one primary reason that probably can be identified so far as their fallacy is that whenever they have received the ball, they have either conceded a miss pass or probably tried that route one brand of football where they wanted to put it forward, hoping for their players to take the run. But route one brand of football, I keep on repeating this, it's not easy unless you have a marksman that you want to take the ball. You'll need a target player for route one brand of football because the balls need to be locked in. And that is exactly what they have tried so far. And the defense of St. Joseph's University have been rock solid. It's airtight. It hasn't let anything pass. So with such kind of passes, in very few, probably out of the 10 balls you send in, even maybe you'll be getting half an opportunity, not even a full opportunity. So it's better to play the ground passes, stick to your strengths, and then attack your opposition. Few quick instructions. Final 15 minutes of the contest coming up. There will be, of course, some additional time, a couple of minutes, maybe a 3 to 4 minutes of additional time would be awarded. But at the moment, as things stand, as the situation stands, St. Joseph University are firmly on their way to emerge as the champions of the college section of Bengaluru. They still hold a 2-0 lead and they continue to press as hard as they can. As I said, the early jitters are coming off for Acharya Institute. So they are spending a bit more of time in the opposition half, enjoying the best spell of possession. And another messed up clearance. Tries to goes for that shot, has made the space, and finally the defender making atonement for his previous miss. Decent footwork from the St. Joseph striker there. The second time when he tried to take the turn, the ball was cut short. The ball's fallen back for St. Joseph's. A lot of options he's got there. Goes for the shot himself. The ball has fallen out and it has been hammered into the back of the net, but he has been flagged offside. Well, everything's happening as I was just saying. But again, he was a bit fortunate that he was offside. Otherwise, the goalkeeper will have to grab them. He can't let them slip. Again, a decent passing effort there. sends the ball scarring down that right wing, and the defender cantering to receive it won't eventually find it. That's because a defensive intervention has changed it into a throw in. There comes the cross. Desperate attempts to keep the ball in control goes out for a goal kick in favor. They are trying. They are trying very hard to stay on their feet. A player has been injured, and the medical aid has once again been summoned. It's drizzling in Bengaluru. These young kids care for nothing. These young kids do not have any intention of stopping. All they want to do is fly. And as we see, while this game is going on, let us inform you that this incredible game is brought to you by the official YouTube channel of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. And if you like your kids, your friends, your brothers and sisters playing this wonderful game in such a wonderful manner, please hit the like button. And do not forget to share these videos as well if you want them to reach further. This is incredible display of football from all of these youngsters. And if you want to keep in touch with this kind of contest, we keep on having them throughout the year. Please hit the subscribe button. You should be the first one to be notified. The player will have to be stretchered off. Again, not really a welcome spectacle. But then football is a body contact game. Injuries keep on happening. So he's back on his feet. That's a good news. Football is a body contact game. Injuries keep on happening. It's just that you'll have to keep your calm intact. You'll need to have your team members back. That is more important. And be careful of your surroundings. And after that, what happens? There's probably nothing that you can do more than. Final 13 minutes of the contest, final 13 minutes of the regulation time coming off. There'll most likely be 2 to 3 additional minutes of extra time. A yellow card was shown for that nasty foul. He was not really sure why he making that expression of askins that what just happened. Why would you show me that yellow card? I haven't done anything. But never mind. A long clearance coming over. And St. Joseph, once again, the first one to reach the ball. But eventually, that ends up as a throw-in in favor of Acharya Institute. Takes a long throw. St. Joseph still pressurizing, amping up the pressure as much as they can, trying to get that number 3 for themselves. They have tried hard, but somehow in the second half, they have not found a positive outlet for all their aggression. And as a result, all the salvo that they have built until now, all the gung-ho that they have shown, it hasn't really found the back of the net. While he was trying to control the ball, it went past his neck, and it went past his knee, and eventually bobbled up to touch his hand. Another long ball. This is exactly what I was talking about. There have been a lot of long balls being sent forward by Acharya Institute, but they do not have a target man. And even if you do have a target man, your delivery has been pretty pathetic, to be honest. The delivery has been pedestrian. They haven't been extraordinary. So even if there was a target man, he won't be reaching them. But target man's work is once he gets the ball, you speed past your opposition, you jump, you leap, you do whatever you want to and get the ball for yourself. But with such kind of delivery, there was a player rolling on the field. The referee still hasn't stopped the play. St. Joseph's has pushed the ball back to Manish. Manish is already on the edge. These players now seem exhausted. 78 minutes of excruciating football, and they're still carrying on. They are still going strong, carrying on their individual responsibilities that has been shouldered with them, and they have seemed pretty decent and pretty sturdy in their approach. And there was a glimmer of hope for Acharya Institute to get the ball away, but they have eventually found the ball away. A missed pass, the defender and the goalkeeper comes out. Eventually a decent body block from the goalkeeper, from the defender, allowed the goalkeeper to clear the lines. And instead of it is a throw-in. A yellow card's going to be shown there. The yellow card has been shown. Not really happy. It is Adrian Peters who is given the yellow card. The goal scorer, the opening goal scorer, scored a fabulous goal to kickstart proceedings. And then the lead was doubled by Valerian. Once again, you have to control these balls. You're already not getting chances. You're 2 goals down. You keep on squandering away opportunities like this. This won't do you any good at all. I understand this is a learning chapter, but these are simple receives at the end of the day. These are rudimentary football, and if you're unable to keep them in control, then probably you aren't doing a few things right. At such high level of football, you've got to keep your head calm. You've got to be aware of your positional surroundings. Another offside being flagged. There's nothing much that Acharya Institute can do. They've got their opportunities, but somehow or the other, they seem pretty tame. A long ball being played on the far left. Since the rain happened, the ground has become pretty slippery and it's become very tough to control the balls. So all these runs that are being made, at times the players are slipping, unable to keep the ball in their control. And eventually, oh, it was a nice, too bored of him being stationed inside the box. This time he wanted to try something extraordinary. A ball that was straight on his arms. He chest strapped it, took his time, and laid it down on the ground. As good as it gets. The ball is very much in, but once again overcrowded by the opposition defense. Decent defensive work from St. Joseph's. They actually have been the side who should be the deserved winners. Well, yesterday it was a thunderous contest between them and the Christ University. It was like literally a heartbreak for Christ after they slumped down in the tiebreaker. But so far, they have shown so much courage. These team, they look like a transformed side. They've learned from the yesterday's mistakes. They've kept on pressing, and pressing. Probably a bit more incision up front. Probably could have got them already 3 to 4 goals. He knew that he was not going to touch the ball because that was going to be offside anyway. Well, once again, as I keep on saying, the drizzle has now turned into a bit of a hard rain and the ground is slippery. It's not easy to keep control of the ball. It's not easy to keep control on your run. So you need to be a bit careful. You should ensure that you're not ending up injuring yourself. Because these are phases that will help you to grow. Number 5 coming on for St. Joseph's Autonomous University and number 12 going out. Is that a phenomenal outing today? Phenomenal outing. Word of acknowledgement from his opposition. This kind of says it all now. This is what football is about. Promoting each other. Promoting the unity, friendship, the bond that these young players share amongst each other. Football promotes friendship. And if you have a friend with you, you will be able to conquer the entire world. We have seen this over and over again. So much of learning for these young kids. They're currently stepping on the building blocks of their career. And there's so much, still there's a lot to learn for them. But at the moment, going by the context of the game, St. Joseph's Autonomous University are firmly placed in the driver's seat as they have a 2-0 lead in their favor. Still 7 minutes to go, and St. Joseph's Autonomous University keeps on pressing as hard as they can. Or they could start. It was another strategic move. He didn't allow them to take the shot as early as they could because that gave them a few crucial seconds for their people to drop back and defend. Sensible, a bit cheeky, a bit courageous, but sensible. The goalkeeper's off his line. Once again, chaos everywhere. Complete miscommunication between the defender. Somebody had to call. It seems that none of them did. Both of them came out. It's just that St. Joseph couldn't take the opportunity going their way. Once again, the ball's fallen for Acharya Institute. Plays a nice little cheeky pass there. It didn't seem like a foul, but the referee believed there was a tap while he was trying to receive it. It's going to be a free kick, even though the theatrics were pretty nice to witness. We have seen how people try to emulate their stars. in the pro arena. So we've definitely seen a few dives and lunges up there. So it won't be surprising or startling if they take a roll or two more. The referee instructing the defender to go behind, a million miles away from the woodwork. So that won't be giving them an opportunity to shoot it from home. They call it in the box. It's now a free kick in St. Joseph's favor. St. Joseph's has been absolutely phenomenal so far, calling all the right shots in the grand finale, taking his time. Look at this, as cheeky as it gets, as arrogant as it gets. And football is about it. They had the lead, and somehow Acharya Institute believed that they were going to play that long ball. They stole away 3 to 5 crucial seconds now. And as the complexion of the game stands, it doesn't yet feel like that Acharya University is going to score anyway. But then, you never know, this is football. It can change in the flash of an eye. And once again, poor clearances, absolutely poor clearances, allow St. Joseph's to get that ball on the far right. The defender goes for the slide, but misses it completely, mistimes it. Oh, it's a bit too heavy on the touch there. Allows Acharya Institute to recover and regroup. And now sends it ball to the far right, trying to attack. Another long ball created the attacker on the move, but not on target. There's absolutely nothing that the opposition can do here. They have tried, they've tried, and they've tried, but probably they'll need someone. The referee quickly having a word. I guess there was some kind of foul that happened while he was trying to receive the ball. Wasn't really sure, was it just at the edge of the box, so it's going to be an indirect free kick for sure. It's most likely while the goalkeeper was trying to receive the ball, he came out of his line and handled the ball. That was the question mark, even though the clarity is still to arrive. At the moment, it feels that the goalkeeper has just made a hash of affairs. A stroke of luck for Acharya Institute. Can they utilize it? That's the question. Can they get that all-important goal? A goal from here on can literally change the complexion of the game. As I was saying, football can change in the flash of an eye. Takes that one, but sends it towards the sky. So no harm done. This was an opportunity there, but again, there was some kind of confusion. So most likely what they should have done was taken the shot from the red ball situation itself instead of rolling it. Because again, when you start rolling the ball, keeping it under control is a challenge. You have to be picture perfect with your connection point. They rolled the ball. They should have stopped it and then gone for it, because it's much easier to struck a dead ball. That is why it's called a dead ball situation instead of a ball that's on the roll. Because when the ball's on the roll, it is continuously moving, and that point of connection, if it goes even an inch north or south, the ball's gonna not land up in your favor. It's gonna probably go in all possible directions except the goal that you're looking forward to. So you have to be very careful about that. Because there was an opportunity wasted. At least they could have got a goal for themselves. A lot of substitutions happening. Number 9 coming out. St. Joseph's University, they are now strengthening their defense. They've had ample attacking units going up for them. They do not need any further attack, and almost another defensive howler could have just cost them the goal number 3. There were 2 attackers and the defenders had no idea where the other one was, and the goalkeeper was off his line, so there was a total hodgepodge there. But eventually, fortunate enough, the attackers couldn't keep their shots on target. A throw in favor of Acharya University, but the ball has been cut back by St. Joseph's, and they keep on pressing as hard as they can. This time, this is a golden opportunity. They'll be going for that shot for sure, but it would fly away as it was an outswinger. So at the end of the day, as things stand, St. Joseph's University has a 2-0 lead in their favor, wherein Acharya Institute are still to find the back of the net. 3 minutes of additional time has been awarded. 3 minutes of intense football remaining to the phenomenal Bengaluru leg. What a contest have we witnessed! What a day of 5 intense football finals have we witnessed! And now, as things stand, as the last 3 minutes of today's intense footballing rivalry is about to come to an close, believe me or not, there's definitely a bit of sadness in the air. Well, who doesn't love football? Who doesn't love such intense footballing action happening away? But at the end of it all, right now, as things stand, once again, it's St. Joseph's who are slowly taking the baby steps. The referee's blown the whistle quickly. The player took a tumble. They're taking their time. They're shaking their hands. This is again, like I keep on saying, this is how it is supposed to be. They're taking that. They know that no further harm can be done. They have an insurance goal in their bucket. It's going to be a long-range effort, of course. Goes for it. Sends it, but sends it wide. So probably a minute and a half for Acharya Institute. Well, they have tried. They do not need to be depressed at all. They have tried their very best, but it felt that it was just not today's day. Things like this happen. Days like this happen. Look at this. Such an incredible display of brotherhood there. Football lessons at their phenomenal best. This is exactly why kids are being said to take the ground or to take to the sport. And we just saw another lesson. As we know, if a player is being treated on the field, the game cannot continue. Well, there's not much that they can do at the moment. They had a player down who ruled himself out of the equation straight away. And now another chance, but couldn't control it. Eventually does recover, but the defenders have already flooded in by then. Final 30 seconds of this intense final. Medical aid now going to the side of the field to see how the player is, because eventually what matters is the safety of these youngsters. For we keep on saying that these are the future of Indian football. These kids are the future of Indian football. A nice little turn, a move that has become very famous in international football and in reputative footballing leagues, especially after the Brazilian winger Anthony has started doing rounds. Not just for Brazil, not just for Manchester United, but even for his former club. And it has become quite a popular challenge on social media platforms. And that should mark the end of a remarkable grand finale. What an incredible contest eventually meets a fitting end after 90 minutes of tormenting football. It's the St. Joseph's Autonomous University who have been crowned as the college champions of Bengaluru. The umbrellas have come out, the drizzle has got heavier, but how do these little kids care? They have laid hands on a trophy that was always theirs for the taking. Look at the celebration, look at the recording being made, look at the joys and happiness in the visages of the fans. Please do not go anywhere. We will soon be bringing you all the important prize distribution ceremony. Here's the confirmation of the final score. St. Joseph College Autonomous have scored 2 goals and they have beaten Acharya University by 2 goals to nil. Adrian Peter got them the much important opener in the 8th minute, and it was Valerian Joel who finished things off for them and the edge of the first half. Stay tuned, everyone. We will soon be bringing you all the all important prize distribution ceremony. What an incredible contest. Heartbreak for some, exaltation for some, but that is what football is all about. But at the end of it all, it is football that wins, it is youth that wins, and it is brotherhood that wins. So we are all set for the prize distribution ceremony. What a final we had. Today has been a day of goals. Today has been a day of something beautiful. All these teams in Bengaluru, the kind of football that they have presented us with, as a football fan, as a spectator of football, it is a treat to any sore eyes. And as we head to the prize distribution ceremony of the college division for Bengaluru leg of RFYS Football, we would soon introduce you to our valued winners who did every possible thing they could have, who put their bodies in the line, who didn't care an inch about what was going to be the next move or what probably follows tomorrow. All they focused about was these 90 minutes of intense football. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't witnessed it all, this is another reminder. Please do subscribe to the official YouTube channel of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. Believe me, you're gonna be surprised to see the amount of youth talent that has been nurtured and the podium that has been given to these kids by Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. They believe in the nurturing of youth, they believe in the future of India, and this is where the cradle lies for the Indian stars to rise. Please stay tuned, all of you. We'll soon be giving away the awards for the grand finale of the college boys. It was St. Joseph's Autonomous University who eventually emerged as the champions of Bengaluru after a phenomenal display in the final. It was a very technical battle along with their esteemed counterparts, Acharya Institute. And at the end of it all, it was St. Joseph's who emerged as the deserved winners. They were crowned as the kings of Bengaluru College and Universities, and they will have some time, some fame to themselves. When you get such a great platform to express your talent, fame comes hand in hand. As we keep on saying, as we keep on reiterating, that these are just the building blocks that you need to work upon. Once you have the building blocks in place, and once you are dedicated enough to focus all your strength at it, nothing can stop you. Please be on standby, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an incredible day of football. Please give our organizers some time to rearrange the award ceremony. And we are all set now. Just as I was saying, let's give us a little bit of time for the organizers to come over and take the mantle. And here you go.
RFYS would like to thank the All India Football Federation, the Karnataka State Football Association, participating colleges, schools, parents, and coaches of all these students for encouraging them to come out and participate in this tournament. The player of the match of today's game is Valerian Joel of St.
Big round of ovation. These youngsters. As the player of the match in the final, such an incredible display from the youngster. Showcased a lot of merit and spirit as well. Big
Thank you,
words,
Shivering, and well
big
played.
words of appreciation for this youngster. And right now,
We would now like to
we
start
have the
with
next big
thanking our
award
team
coming over.
officials for their tireless work throughout the tournament, without whose support this
We
tournament
will
would not have
first
been
be
possible.
calling over,
Leading the way for the technical team
before
is
the
Maximus
individual
and
awards are
Santosh,
given,
led by the rest of his team. Sir, please.
we will be felicitating the officials who make such an incredible tournament absolutely worth it. Here they are, one full day of football. They do not care about the drizzle, they do not care about the sun. All they care about is football, and all they care about are these kids getting to witness top class refereeing. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. These are the individuals who have been carrying the game on their shoulders without barely some concern for themselves. They have been selfless throughout. Despite all the flack that they have received, maybe despite all the vitriol that has been subjected towards them, they still stand strong. They still stand strong. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials who officiated today's game and the entire tournament are right here in front of you. A big round of ovation for this man, for
Thank
these
you,
men
team
and women.
officials, once again.
The
Moving on to
incredible
the top
pass
individual performance of today's
who makes the tournament just such a
calling
high-level
upon the
tournament.
best goalkeeper of the tournament to receive
And
the
now
Golden
we'll be
Glove
going
Award.
with the
The
award for the
winner
tournament. The first award
is
is the
Manish
Golden
MD
Glove
of St.
that goes
Joseph's
to the
College
best
Autonomous.
goalkeeper of the tournament, and it is none other than Manish of St. Joseph's College. Excellent goalkeeping. Was absolutely iconic in the semi-finals. Took his team, carried his team on his shoulder, pulled up an important penalty save in the tiebreaker, and a deserved winner of the Golden Glove Award. A big round of applause for this youngster, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Manish. And up next, the man who almost
It was a
led the
close fight
St.
to back the
Joseph's
prestigious
Autonomous
Golden Glove
University
Award,
on his
which was
shoulder
finally won
in
by
terms of
Adrian
scoring
Peter
goals,
of
in
St.
terms of
Joseph's College
ensuring
Autonomous.
profits, in terms of ensuring set pieces, and in terms of scoring screamers. This is the golden boot that's now going to be given out, and it goes to none other than Adrian Peter of the St. Joseph's College, the St. Joseph's University. Well done, Adrian. What a phenomenal strike to start the season for today. That turn really said so much about him.
Adrian, please stay
Quick,
back because you're also the
calm
winner
head,
of the
I think
Golden Ball Award. Well done.
you can't get a better striker than that. A striker with a calm head is the most dangerous weapon, is the most dangerous weapon that you can have in your ranks. And now it's the golden ball that goes to Adrian Peter again. Phenomenal display from this young kid. He deserved to get that. Getting confused whom to share the fame with. Too many awards. A good start
Well
for
done,
this youngster.
Adrian.
And now he will fall over.
They might not be the winners, but they are the second best team in
The
Bengaluru.
runners-up of this
Led by
tournament,
Captain
Acharya
Naseem
Institute.
Ashraf, we would like to
Their
invite the
captain
young
Naseem Ashraf
Acharya Institute onto the
to
field
lead the
to
pack
collect their
for the
medallion.
entire contingent. Showing commanding display so far. Here are the runners-up. Well done, Acharya Institute. Remember, this was not your day. This was just one game. Take your lessons, move forward. Good assessment meetings. That's all that probably would be the message that comes in the presentation ceremony. A few mistakes don't define you. One game don't define the medal that you have brought to this tournament. What does define you is the courage and the tenacity that you brought all together. You can see the disappointment in their eyes. There's nothing to be disappointed, there's nothing to be dejected. It was a teamwork, it was a decent teamwork. It was a good
The
show of
captain and the
courage and
team
mettle.
coach will now receive the
Sad
Grand
enough
Award.
that they didn't manage to go past. And here is the check. Check of INR 10,000 to Acharya Institute. The runners-up prize given away by the Reliance Foundation Youth Sport. Once again, a token of appreciation for nurturing
And
the
well done,
youth
team
with
Acharya
such
Institute.
care.
They played well and they played in style. Let's celebrate the kings of
Some
Bengaluru.
pictures and ask all
Requesting St.
these
Joseph's
are
College
fanned by movement,
Autonomous
so
to come forward
we'll
and
end up
collect their
in
winning medals.
such a glorious opportunity. And this is also a great platform for the school itself. These kind of images, they are images to be framed and kept for ages. What an incredible frame indeed. And now a quick supplementation. We would be calling over our champions. First, the captain of St. Joseph's College Autonomous, Leonard Cyril, leading the way. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a rising ovation to the champions of Bengaluru, St. Joseph's College Autonomous. What an incredible display! Totally dominating the final and the deserved winner of the gold medal. He smiles. Congratulations to this man. As good as it gets to these youngsters. Well done, St. Joseph's College. What a tournament you had. A couple of players limping. I guess it was yesterday because they coughed that injury. He will not fit. But he did give his best. Let him step it off. That an opportunity this can fall. And here comes the winning trophy, ladies and gentlemen. The big prize, the cash prize to Arena, 25,000 being given from Reliance Youth Sports Foundation. To the champions of Bengaluru, St. Joseph's Autonomous. What an incredible display they have had. This is going to be a frame to cherish the big stuff. That's all from today's presentation. An incredible day of football comes to an end.
Now time to celebrate.
Soon be catching up with you. Do not go anywhere. At the moment, that's all from today. But as we look around, as we look tomorrow, new day away, new games away, please do not hesitate to join us again. We'll be back soon with incredible games. And right now, it's the celebration time for the champions. St. Joseph's College Autonomous. The champions of Bengaluru. And that should make the end of it. This is us signing off from today's game. Enjoy while it lasts, enjoy while the celebration lasts in Bengaluru. Thank you everyone for joining in. A wonderful day of football, and we will be heading forward to another tomorrow.
Before we sign off from here, a big thank you to all the local volunteers who worked tirelessly for the past few months and we look to nurture the best football talent in America. A big thank you to everyone present here and we look forward to being back in the beautiful city of Bengaluru in 2022. Thank you, young Acharya and Nabil once again.